Hello everyone, welcome to today's assembly. Most of you know me already, but for those that don't, my name is Miss Cook and I am the assistant head teacher for early years and Key Stage 1. So if you are in Little Park, Reception, Year 1 or Year 2, I'm going to be working with you this year and I cannot wait. Today is Friday the 18th of September and normally you're going to be watching these assemblies in your classrooms on Fridays. But everybody apart from nursery and reception are not here today. So you are watching it at home. But like I said, going forward as of next week, you will be watching these assemblies in your classroom so that we can all feel together even though we're not in the hall. For the last 2 weeks, you have been building up into coming into school all together. So last week, half and half, you were with your old teacher, which was lovely. You got to say goodbye before moving on to your new class and with your new teacher. So this week, half and half again, some of you have been in for 4 days, you have been meeting your new teacher and you have been coping so well with this. As of next week, we will all be back and we cannot wait to see you all together in your new classrooms. Now today, we're going to be talking about a superpower. It's not invisibility. It is not the ability to fly. It is the power of reading. We have got so many new books in school and also lots of the classic books that we all love to read. Did you know that the reading habits you develop as a child are a huge predictor to your later successes in life? Wow. Reading can help us in so many ways. It can help us to soak up new knowledge. It can fill our minds with wonder. It can make us laugh. It can give us new information to make our lives better. Oh, it can teach us new skills. Wow, that has really helped me to see the world in a different way. The earlier we learn to read, and the sooner we discover the pleasure of reading, that doors of possibility open to us.
It's called The Boy Who Grew Dragons, and it's about a boy who finds a dragon inside a fruit that's growing in his granddad's allotment. It's brilliant.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I can see why you like it. I've got some different books here that I'm going to be talking about in a minute, and I really like this one, and it's called When Pencil Met Eraser.
Oh, so it's quite a kind of cheerful and positive book.
Yeah, it is.
I'll have to have a look at that one.
It's really good to talk about reading because, as you can see, you can share different views on books. And it might be that me and Miss Massey don't like the same books, and that's okay. It might be that we love the same books, and that's also okay. So as we're talking about books, I have got some book recommendations for you. And I have borrowed these books from my very good friend, Miss Chandaraja. So if you would like to use and read any of these books, please let us know. Okay, the first one is one I was speaking about with Miss Massey, and it's called When Pencil Met Eraser. And as I was saying to her, it's a book about how, to begin with, these two things do not get along, the pencil and the eraser, because the eraser is always rubbing out the pencil's work. But in the end, they learn to work together. So that's my first recommendation. You're safe with me. And I love this book because the illustrations, which I'm going to show you now, are so beautiful. And it's about baby animals living in a jungle, and they're scared of lots of different things. They're scared of thunder, they're scared of lightning, they're scared of rain. But the mummy elephant looks after all of these baby animals and explains what these things really are. And they're not scary, they're just part of our world. And in the end, they will learn to not be scared anymore and to feel safe. Perfectly Norman. And some of you might already know this book. This book is about a boy called Norman who thinks he's perfectly normal, but he grows a pair of wings. And these wings mean that he can fly in the sky. But because he feels like these wings aren't normal, he tries to hide them under his coat, which isn't very comfortable. He's worried what people will think of him, but in the end, he grows to love his wings and love how his difference makes him special. Also, I like this book because everybody in school is going to be making a feather for a wing, and Miss Tasneem is going to be making a beautiful display outside the dinner hall, and that will help us to all feel like we are one community. The Girl of Ink and Stars. Now, I've got a confession. I haven't read this book myself, but I have heard from lots of different people how brilliant it is. So this is actually the next book that I'm going to be reading, and I hope after I've read it I can spread around to everybody how good this book was, and it might mean that you want to read it next. So those are my recommendations. I wonder if you have any recommendations for your friends.
I chose this book because I love ancient Greece. My favorite book is Know It All, Know Everything, because it teaches you new things that you can learn that you don't know about. It teaches you about what reptiles there are. It tells you about the solar system. It tells you about all things that you can learn.
And about in the evening I start reading books. Yeah, when I do it, it's quite fun actually because there's some funny bits.
Goes all around the place, and often the owners had to like carry him around to this and that, and he doesn't even go on the leash. That's how lazy he is.
My favourite book is a book called The Last Wild. It's about this disease that animals get, and this kid is trapped in this place and he gets out, but he can talk to animals.
Well, it was really cool because like we can actually see she can actually sign our books, and signing my second favorite book is really exciting, and she was really joyful.
My favourite book is actually I can't remember.
I've been reading about Percy Jackson. Mine are the Diary of a Kids series, but I haven't read all of it yet because my brother lost most of it.
Horrible histories.
It's about these two sisters who doesn't like each other, got a younger brother, and the older sister asked for a sister, and then she got a sister. When I was little, I used to love the Gruffalo went to the Gruffalo. Now I'm reading my first question and answer book, Hot Dog.
Hot Dog?
Yeah.
Can you remember the name of the author?
No.
Christopher Columbus thinks he's going to be the first one in the world to travel, but then there was an Indian person before him doing it, and then he said he's going to be the first European person to do it, but there was this other European person who's done it and went to America, and then he said, oh darn, I'm going to be the second one, but he wasn't the second one, he was maybe the fourth.
But right now, I like the book is The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, and it was very fun because Miss Parson kept on reading the chapters until we finished the book, and it was very adventurous because it's a magical wardrobe.
Like morning, while you have breakfast, you could put it on the front of your table and eat and read about it and slip the pages and stuff. So I would prefer mostly like that to start your day.
I choose to read in my living room because it's a bit calm and we still get to see the sunlight, and it's really nice to read that.
Hello, and welcome back to school, everyone. Here I am with my friend Ms Sam. Hi. And you might think, what are Mrs Rios and Ms Sam doing?
Where are they?
Where are they?
That's because something's different this year.
Different. And we're here to tell you a little bit about how it's different. So this year, we are part of the Cat Day team. So we're Cat Day teachers. I am going to be doing a bit of Spanish with you, as we know that Mrs. Light has gone away to have her baby. So I will be here, buenos dias, ready to do some Spanish.
And I will be doing thinking through text with you. But whilst we may do a little bit of art, it will mainly be about philosophy. So I know.
Philosophy.
So
what does it mean?
I know, what is philosophy? I won't go into what philosophy is because I would be here forever. But I can tell you the origins of the word philosophy. So philos actually is the word for love. So it means love.
But we have a dog at school called Philos.
So that means love. And then the Sophi part actually comes from the word Sophia, which means wisdom. So it actually, when you put it together, it just means the love of wisdom. So we're going to have a lot of wise and deep thinking children in Park this year.
Yeah. Share the love and the wisdom. Also, as part of Cat Day, we're going to be doing performance poetry, which you've always been doing, but that might be a little bit with a twist. We might spice it up. We'll have to wait and see. And we're also going to be doing some reading. Normally on a Cat Day, you would have down tools reading, which is like really developing your love of reading. And you get to go and get lots of books and change them and share them. However, this year things are a little bit different with the books. And we're working hard to kind of have one book before we decide to put it back and to read the whole thing. So we're going to be doing a lot of shared stories on your Cat Day. I'm going to be sharing the same stories across the school, and they're going to be amazing because they come from these awesome books of stories that are from all over the world. And so we're going to be having stories from all different places around the globe. So we're also going to be improving our knowledge of the world and our geography. And what we're going to link into that is a bit of music appreciation. So with me, along with our Spanish, Ole, we're also going to be listening to lots of music from around the world, and most likely. And
Should we share a poem with them?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Do you guys want to hear a poem?
Dancing Disc in the Sky by Hibak Osman. If you asked what the moon is, people would tell you in their proudest voices. The moon is a circle in the sky, waiting for your greeting. You should say hello in any of the languages you know. Or maybe say them all, just in case. The moon is a reflection in the water that jiggles with the wind. It is a silver plate dancing with you by the riverbank. It has many friends who speak to it at night. And you, with your small voice, no need to worry. The moon is a very good listener. Look up and see. If you peek behind your curtains, the moon will dance for us, so nobody feels lonely.
I'm going to read a poem called How Can One Sell the Air by Chief Seattle. How can one sell the air or buy the warmth of the earth? It is difficult for us to imagine. If we don't own the sweet air or the bubbling water, how can you buy it from us? Each hillside of pines shining in the sun, each sandy beach and rocky river bank, each steep valley with bees humming or mists hanging in dark woods has been made sacred by some event in the memory of our people. We are part of the earth. The earth is part of us. The fragrant flowers are our sisters. The reindeer, the horse, the great eagle are our brothers. The foamy crests of waves in the river, the sap of meadow flowers, the pony's sweat and the man's sweat are one and the same thing. So when the great chief in Washington sends word he wants to buy all these things, we find it hard to understand. And that poem comes from part of a speech that was made in the year 1854, so a really long time ago, by a Native American tribal chief in preparation for the Indian land treaties in the United States of America.
Thank you, Mrs. Rios and Ms Sam. Now it's time for our stars of the week. And this is how it's going to be working from now on. So I'm going to read out the stars, and then next week, when you're back in school, you'll be getting a Star of the Week certificate if you are one of our stars. And going forward, when you're in school on Fridays, you're going to be watching the assembly in your classroom, like I mentioned earlier. The stars will be read out, and then somebody, Mrs. Tafali or somebody else, will come around and give the certificates out to you in your classrooms. Okay, let's find out who our stars are this week. I'm very excited. Our first star goes to somebody in year 1 in Aldrin class, and it goes to Adam. For starting the school year in a calm manner, managing to be enthusiastic about his learning at the same time. Well done. Our next star is another year 1 child in Attenborough, and it goes to Junaid. For returning to school with a positive attitude and for welcoming change. Junaid is sharing with his friends and enjoying carpet times. We are all really proud of you. Well done. Okay, now to somebody in year 4, Brunel class. This goes to Jenny. For coming back to school with such a focused approach, Jenny, you have shown your teacher how passionate you are about your learning, and they cannot wait to see your progress this year. Well done. Now another one in year 4, this time Berners-Lee. This goes to Farhan. For learning all of his times tables during lockdown, all of them, and coming back as a more confident mathematician. Well done, Farhan. Back to year 1, Marco Polo. This time we have got Zainab. For being one of our learning powers, a go for it gorilla, you were focused on your learning and used your voice in class to answer questions. Well done. We're moving to year 2 now, to Pasteur class, and this goes to Zohan. For starting the school year with a cheerful, positive attitude, you have been a super role model to your friends. Keep it up. Well done. In year 3 in Edison, we have got Amajit. For concentrating on his writing and working incredibly hard to show what he is capable of. Well done, Amajit. In year 5, Rosa Parks, we have got Amira. For starting year 5 with a big smile and positive attitude. It has been great to see how well you have settled into your new class. Well done. Year 6, Mandela, we have got Adam. For having such wonderful manners and engaging the class with interesting questions. Well done to Adam. Back to year 2, to Einstein. We have got Mariam. Now Mariam was new to us before lockdown, but Mariam has already shown a mature and positive attitude to her learning, and you are becoming a role model to the class. Well done to you and welcome. In year 3, Da Vinci, we have got Tyrone. For his enthusiastic start to year 3. Well done for engaging in all your learning and being so positive. Well done, Tyrone. Pankhurst year 6, we have Anissa. For her amazing effort and perseverance during maths this week. Well done to you. Okay, back to year 2 now, to Marie Curie, and this goes to Aidan. For working incredibly hard this week and showing his new teachers the great learning he is capable of. Well done, Aidan. Hawking, year 4, Aisha. For starting year 4 with such enthusiasm and a desire to learn. She takes so much pride in her work and she is an example to others. Well done, Aisha. Now, to reception, our brand new children to our school, MacArthur class. This goes to Sarah. For settling down really well in reception. Well done for being brave and coming into school with a big smile. Keep it up. Okay, we've got another reception class, CECOL class, and this is Sophia. For coming into school every day with a smile. You have settled so well into your new class and your teachers are really proud of you. Well done. In Galileo year 3, we've got Mizanor. After being a little bit scared and unsure of his new environment, Mizanor overcame these feelings and persevered to show his comedic side. I'd love to hear a joke from you, Mizanor. Malala, year 6, Fatima. For the care and creativity you showed in designing your part of our class display. Well done to Fatima. Gonna go and have a look at that display in a minute. Another reception child. This goes to Giovanni. For being confident when coming into class in the morning and for including all of his new friends in his play. Well done, Giovanni. Helen Keller, Zane. Not giving up on his work and showing great pride. Well done for not giving up, Zane. And I think this is the last star, and it's in Gandhi, Year 5, and it goes to Nevaeh. For starting Year 5 with a bang. Your positive attitude throughout the week has been great. Well done. And well done to all of our stars. We are all really proud of you. Well, that, guys, is the end of assembly. Thank you for tuning in and joining us today. We hope you have a really lovely, restful weekend, and we will see you all back on Monday. Remember, you're going to be coming in, lining up on your spot, and going into class. Keep washing those hands over the weekend, and we will see you on Monday. Bye.